We're back with Crow Inquisitors. What's the plan, guys?
Get drunk, I think, was the plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, do we open
That's
up on the
so
next
weird.
day then? I'm assuming there wasn't really anything else that was happening in the bar.
Yeah, probably not. I do have a conversation to have with Yuma, but I know should we just say that he's putting it off so that we don't have a giant conversation that's just me in the middle of the thing?
Yeah, I mean, we could just say that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Because yeah, I want to get to something happening
Right.
here with
Yeah.
everybody. So
As much as I feel like he would do that as soon as possible, I
yeah.
don't want it to just be me talking. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I think I'll just go ahead and say that like Gehn contacts you, Dellon, the next day, and he says, let's meet again. That's all it says.
That's not very useful. I don't really know where we're supposed to go then.
Like it's let's meet again at the same place is what he says.
Okay. Oh, all right. Then yeah, I'll do that then. Let's go to. I assume I'm by myself when I get there, right?
I mean, unless you're everybody else come with you. I know Cantarius and Theo and Sergio are all in the palace with you, but Alfons obviously isn't. So you'd have to like send a messenger or something to get to him.
Right. Well, that'd probably be a bad idea because then the messenger would know where he is. All right. Yeah, I'll probably just. Maybe I'll probably send like Yuma to meet with him and bring him there, and then I'll probably just round up everybody else and head over there.
To be honest, I think Alphonse probably gets a letter as well.
Okay.
Because those were kind of like two separate little things that were happening.
Okay. Does it say that in the letter? Because otherwise I wouldn't know that.
No, I don't think it does.
Okay.
But he does send the same letter to Alphonse.
Okay.
So who?
I'll probably send you there then to talk to, or to go meet him, and then obviously if he's not there, she can just come to the meeting place.
Who else goes then?
Wait, who is this?
Just whoever said yes.
The recruiter. The recruiter for the cult to like get to infiltrate the cult.
Oh, for the cult.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Probably not Sergio.
Yeah, I figured he probably wouldn't want to go.
Yeah, so it's really just Dellon and Cantarius and Alphons. So you guys go there, and you go to that same warehouse, and he comes out the same about the same way that he did before. He has a couple guards with him. You're meeting, and it's like earlier in the day this time. It's not in the evening. But yeah, I mean he shows up and you're in the center, the same sort of situation where we just kind of cut all the the prep, the lead up to this, and we just kind of cut to the next scene is when you're meeting, kind of a thing. And I mean he basically just says, "I've given some thought to your request, and I have to say I'm not convinced that you do bear us goodwill. I'm going to need some sort of proof. I can't just invite especially such high-profile people as yourself to join us unless I am."
I cut off my hand and give it to him.
Are you serious?
Can I regrow it? With the,
No, you cannot.
Never mind.
Well, does Alphonse know that? Would he try it anyways, not knowing he can't regrow it?
It's up to you.
I'm pretty sure that lady would have told me.
Probably. Like, okay, because I mean, technically you could with the essential discipline within a certain amount of time, but you don't have the skill necessary to do that. So.
I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's asking you for proof. Because this is the thing. Like, if you really think about the situation, like, you have Dellon, who is, like, the most holy knight that's ever been holy. You know, like, he has a reputation for being a holy knight.
I used to be. And then I murdered a guy.
Right, yeah, but, like, he's still, you know, he's still not just gonna, like, invite you willy-nilly. Alfons has a reputation in a completely other way that he's not very impressed with. And Kentiza know who the heck Cantarius, Maria, or Yuma are, so... Yeah, he's asked you for proof. He's like, you gotta convince me here. You gotta convince me here. You gotta give me some proof.
We need Josh here to do his voice.
I know.
What if we bring you the Pope's head?
Oh my gosh. Let's not go that far that soon.
I mean, he says, I mean, if you can do that for me, then absolutely, I'd take it. But I doubt that you'll be able to get it within one piece, rather.
I look to David.
Isn't that a bit much?
I mean, at that point, I feel like you just skip the whole cult thing and just kill the Pope, and
Yeah, I mean, if we
you
did
know.
that, then, I mean, yeah.
We do it stealthy.
No, that's a great idea. We murder him, we pin it on the cult, and then everyone just kills each other, and we just walk out while the city's on fire. It'll be great.
And
Yeah,
and Theo's playing a fiddle over the.
Sergio's weeping in the background.
Yeah. Everything I've held dear has been destroyed.
I mean, we'd still be alive, hopefully.
You'll have us, Uncle.
Yeah.
Yes, my
And he'll hate
criminal
you.
children. Her nephews.
Yeah, I mean, so what are you gonna do to prove to this guy that?
So Pope's head's off the table.
Do you actually say that?
I mean, it technically wasn't on the table; it's still on his head. But
I mean, it will be when we're done with it.
very true.
Yeah. I mean, David, this one's on you. I don't have the skill to do that.
Well, I'm not an assassin. If I killed him, I'd have to walk in the front door.
I mean, yeah.
and
To
stick
be
it with my
honest,
sword.
anyone who would be sent to do this would be like Theo.
Yeah,
or
I mean, I'd
Cantarius
have
or
to,
something.
like, honorably fight my way out. I'd die.
Yeah, I'd probably be
That's-
the best candidate for an assassin. Not really like a warrior, more like an assassin.
To be honest, the only person in this party who actually has stealth skills is Sergio. I'd just like to find that out.
Wow, how does that work?
Oh yeah, it's not very high, but I think I trained it a
Yeah.
little bit. Stealth is...
Because that's the thing. Like, we do think about it. Like, Dellon is a knight. Cantarius is a taskmaster. Alfons is a nobleman. Theo is a gladiator. He's good with being conspicuous, not being inconspicuous. And Antonius... Antonius doesn't have stealth, but, I mean, I think he is some inconspicuous. Because he was a criminal at one point.
And I was blind for most of my life.
Yeah.
But now I see. Was blind, but now I see most of my life.
There are no strings on me.
Was blind, but now I see. There are no strings on me.
Oh, that's...
What is that from?
Avengers.
Thermotron.
Age of Ultron.
I mean, it's originally from
Dude,
Pinocchio.
The Connor
but-
that posted that thing was like, he's like, "How old are you?" Not telling. Age of Ultron. Question mark.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was hilarious.
That was...
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I mean, so what's the plan here? What proof are you trying to give this guy?
I mean, I assume he has some kind of idea. You don't come asking for proof without any idea what kind of proof you're looking for.
Well, first you just asked an open question. He's waiting for you to respond.
What was the question?
The question is, can you give me proof?
Right. Well, yeah. What kind of proof does he want?
Do you ask that?
You cut off his
Yeah,
hand.
like, what kind of proof do you need?
Cut off Alphonse's hand.
We did Alfons actually suggest the head of the Pope?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, and he responds like he did. He's like,
Right, okay.
obviously that would be a great idea, but I don't think it's really on the table at this point.
I like your accent.
Thank you.
Cute.
Yeah, I think Dellon is like. I just said Delphons. I need to go to bed.
That's
that's
Chimera,
a-
Alfons, and Dellon.
right
Yeah.
Yeah, Dellon, you need to learn how to fuse us into.
Cantarius. No, Sergio. Do you want to play?
Then oh my gosh! Then we'll have Gray Persuasion and Gray Sword. We'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, you have Narani
Alphons
like
is gonna be the
fuse
best
you.
character in the world. Yep.
Sergio,
Okay, moving on.
Uncle, do you want to play?
So how do you guys grade out skills? And can you do that on character creation if you
Yep.
spend enough points?
Yeah,
on it?
you can spend 5 points of skill points to gray shade just a skill, and you can spend 5 attribute points to gray shade a stat, which makes any skills related to it gray shaded. So that means Dellon and Alphons both have crap stats, but they have gray shaded stuff. So
Yeah, when I was making this character, I didn't know I could gray shade just the skill, because the only thing that agility's benefited me of is swords.
Yeah.
So it would have been, I would have had high stats, and I could have just gotten my sword up to the same thing but gray because I had extra points to spend. So I didn't know that, so I just made myself really crappy at everything to do it, and I basically just wasted all those points. So
Nice.
yeah, it was pretty swell.
Swell.
but yeah, what's your suggestion?
Me? Right.
Oh, right, you asked the question, what kind of proof? Right.
It's like let's
Right.
shoot for something a little more realistic. What did you have in mind?
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you just need to give me some reason that one reason, or first a reason that if this partnership would be even beneficial beyond the obvious that you are very skilled people, but also the proof that you're not going to stab us in the back. I mean, you all have reputations as being loyal church members. I mean.
Okay, so I pull Alphonse aside. No, we didn't. Yeah, we haven't told him about. Okay, yeah. So I pull Alphonse aside and I'm like, should we tell him about the curse? I mean, that's a pretty compelling reason. Or did we already do that? We didn't do that, did we?
I don't think so.
We didn't tell him about the curse.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's a pretty compelling reason to want to kill somebody, to not die horribly, and have your free will back. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty decent, like.
Right. And like this could be solved with a persuasion roll, but you're just gonna have to give some like evidences that Alphonse can spew at him, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at, basically, yeah, he's asking Alphonse if he thinks it would be a good idea to tell him that. Be like, should we tell him that we're trying to get rid of the? I mean, I'm sure they're at least familiar with the fact that we did all this stuff, because we were
Exonerated from being criminals, and yeah.
exonerated, yeah, and now I'm sure they know that we can be like, yeah, when we're exonerated, we become inquisitors. That would probably sound at least familiar to them. So we could even show them the Crow Inquisitors thing and be like, we're Inquisitors, and this is what they do to Inquisitors. And we probably wouldn't play that card if we were trying to kill them, because we would be
But
telling
the
them that
first
we're
rule of Inquisitor Club is to never talk about Inquisitor.
Well, we're trying to kill Inquisitor Club, so I feel like we can break some rules.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You down with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you tell him. I mean, make a persuasion roll then. So you're gonna tell him. You're gonna give him. Say like the Inquisitors. The Inquisition is like treating us this way, and we don't want to be under the thumb of the church anymore. We want to take them down, and just like a general like persuasion of like your characters and all that stuff. Okay.
And then to sweeten the pot, I throw in the secret entrance that only we know about into the church.
And is that a lie?
That's how he's working in falsehood, right?
That's how I got out of that's how I snuck him in into HEA, right?
No, you just walked out.
Oh,
Remember?
I thought there was a secret
No.
entrance.
No.
To escape
Like,
it.
no, you just walked
You
in.
just walked out.
We're like, we're trying to find you. 'cause
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, the guards just saw them walk out.
Oh.
Okay.
Are there no secret entrances?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you ask
sure
the
there
guards,
are.
You're like, hey, where'd they go? They're like, they just walked out.
I'm
Like,
po-
you didn't stop them?
yeah.
Like, what the heck?
I'm
Yeah, I
positive.
feel like
I'm positive there are, but we haven't established.
Tiddlywinks probably knows where they are.
I feel like as the children of the most important individual in that place, we'd probably at least be aware of them.
Yeah.
We'd probably be like, okay, if we get attacked by heretics ever, like at least even if we were younger, like when he actually cared about us,
Yeah.
be like, if you're in trouble, go this way.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Yep. There are things like that you could bring to your advantage. Like, yeah, that's also a good point. Okay, so I mean, Alfons, just go ahead and make a persuasion roll then.
All right. I'm gonna go and follow Stood because David and I aren't actually.
Right. Under the curse anymore. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Can I throw in one other for the fact I'm sweetening the deal with information?
No. I mean, no. It's just part of the persuasion roll.
Okay.
It's the basis for you doing
Why
the
do you need
persuasion roll.
helping?
And I don't have a skill to help. I don't think he really cares about his eternal soul.
Okay.
So I can't.
Give me 1 second. I think Maria is gonna step up and help you, Alphonse. Like as you're like kind of explaining this to them, Maria steps forward and she says, "I know I have not talked very much as of yet, but and she just basically tells her story of like, I was taken from my home in the north. You know, I lived with a tribe up there, and we believe in different gods, and they tried to force me into the religion, and I don't know what I believe anymore, but I'm willing to give this a try, and I am very much interested in not only learning about your religion, but also taking down the church that destroyed my life."
It might help me too, like my credibility too, because I got her out of being that. So
Yeah, so she offers you a helping dice. So
All right. The Ob?
Ob 5.
Easy on it.
easy. This is my routine.
And
Wow, that was close.
all right.
Do
Oh, your
not-
wounds.
Oh, there you go.
Darn it, man. Heal yourself.
There it went.
I already did. It used to be my.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, he nods and he's listening to everything you're saying. He's like, "All right, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but again, I have to be very clear on this. I'll be watching you as we begin your initiation.
Always watch.
I'll be watching you as we
Yes.
begin our initiation here. You'll be under very close scrutiny, so you're not going to have a chance to get out any secret messages to anyone. Again, I'm not saying that I don't trust you, but I'm not saying that I do. So,
Well, I mean, I understand your desire for secrecy, but as I said, the Inquisitors expect reports from us. If we're silent, they're going to know something's wrong. But if we can report to them, we can feed them false information. I realize it's a risk, but it might be more dangerous to keep us from contacting them. I mean, if you're willing to risk that, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that, but it may cause more trouble.
I'm sorry, Dellon, but I'm not going to be able to allow you that. I'm sure that if you give them one last message and say, "We're going to have to go into the dark," I think they'll understand.
Fair enough.
I don't know why they would. I legitimately try and I'm like, I don't understand that at all.
I mean,
Why would
They do
we're talking
expect
about
us.
the same potpourri, right?
Well, they do expect us to infiltrate, so it's plausible that once we've succeeded, they won't expect information from us because they'll expect that we're being watched closely.
Right.
I mean,
So we may just be able to.
The
we may be able to
Inquisitors,
just
the
tell them-
Inquisitors did not plan on you telling them that you were Inquisitors. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like we could probably just tell them the truth
Mhm.
that we've infiltrated, quote unquote, that we can't. They won't be able to get information to them easily. And I mean, maybe they'll set us. They might set us up with a psychic link or something. Maybe. I mean, I don't say that out loud, obviously, but if they have something like that, if they don't, fair enough. Whatever. Easy for us. They won't just randomly giblet one of us.
okay. Yeah. So I mean, he nods and he's like, all right then. Meet me here again in 8 hours.
60 seconds.
No.
Meet me upstairs in 10 seconds.
It's sunset. Meet me here again, and we'll get you started here.
Good deal.
Again, I'm not saying that I trust you, but I'm not saying I don't. So I'll speak to you later tonight. Farewell. And he walks out.
Stuff. Yes, Bob.
So we have to go through with his idiotic plan then.
Well, I mean, this was more or less our plan.
Ours isn't stupid though.
Yeah.
What's stupid about it?
I mean,
No,
well,
the
I
fact
mean,
that we just have to assume that they're not going to care if we go dark.
well, no, I mean, we should talk to them and tell them we're going to go dark. Like you said, we should give them one last thing. We should tell them that we're going to go dark. But
All right, yeah. I mean, so we cut scene there, and I think we cut again to like the afternoon or whatever, where you guys are having a meeting with. So you've called a meeting with Vada because the other two Inquisitors are still gone. The twins, they left. So maybe you just contact the Inquisition and themselves, and then Vada comes and meets with you in that same like dining hall that you've been meeting at. And he walks in and he says, my friends, good to see you all. And it's very sarcastic. So all of you are there. Dellon, Cantarius, Alfons, Theo, and Sergio. You're all there.
Why would I be there?
Who's this?
Or I guess not Alfons. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But the rest of you are. And so he says,
Who is this?
Vada, the original Inquisitor that was there when you got your curse.
Oh, okay.
And he says, where is Antonius? Dellon just shrugs.
Do we know?
good question.
You don't.
I don't think so.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, we haven't known where everyone is like for most of the time. So, like last time, we didn't know where you guys were, and you probably didn't know where we were last time for you guys. So.
He looks to Theo, and he says, I put you in charge, didn't I? Where's the blacksmith?
Damn it, Chuck. What?
Oh, shoot. I'm sure he's around.
What is that supposed to mean, Theo?
It means I'm sure he isn't doing anything heretical.
You're not really convincing me that he's not at this point.
We're talking to Vada, right?
Yeah.
Right. Vada, you and I both know that he can't do anything out of the curse's willing.
Well, he can actually. He just.
Wait, he can?
It doesn't instantly kill you. It's just if they have a trigger on. That
Yeah,
they
but I
can
know. But
kill
I'm
you
saying, like,
if they want.
obviously, you know that if he knows that if he was doing anything,
Right.
they
I
could
see.
kill him.
Yes,
Right,
he says,
yeah.
yes, I do know that. And I'm I'm getting very, very trigger happy these days.
Well, he hasn't killed anybody yet.
Why are my Inquisitors not here doing their job? Where's Alfons?
Oh yeah, he's gone too. Alphonse is out talking to the cult people. Obviously, come on.
Alphons?
Say that because I don't
not
have a
so
good
sure
false
about.
skill.
What'd you say?
I never know what he's doing these days.
I never knew.
And I think he loses his cool, and he's just like, that's it? He's dead then. Does anyone have an objection to me killing Alphons?
Well,
no,
kind of.
actually,
It
been for a
won't,
long time.
it won't work, and then we'll be screwed.
You should
Wait,
just say, yeah, go
I
for
just,
it.
wait, can I speak?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, just give him time.
I've given him time. He hasn't shown
Wait.
up.
Why aren't you here, David?
Because-
You here?
No, Dellon's here. Cantarius is here. And Theo is here.
Jared. Yeah, no, Jared.
Because
Can
I
you
was
tell it
tortured
doesn't work?
twice in one day and kind of, broke all the bridges.
Wait, what?
That didn't really make
I
any
was
sense.
tortured twice in one day by people at the Popery.
Oh, so
And
you
I
just
burned all the bridges on my lap.
gotcha.
He just
I
left.
smuggled them in each away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do I know that he broke the curse or no?
Yeah, Dellon and Cantarius informed you guys of that.
If he does activate the curse, do they know whether or not it worked?
Yep.
Wouldn't they know if it broke then?
Your assumption is that I don't think you know about the details of that.
I'd be afraid that they'd assume that any of us would not have the curse, so they just kill us right there. That's what I would think. You know, they're like, oh, maybe none of you have the curse.
But can you tell?
No, they would not assume that that any of you had broken the curse, and so But okay, so
you can't even tell.
in canon, how it works is that, and I don't think any of your characters actually know this, but just to be clear on how the actual curse works, is that they don't feel like it constantly. It's like a string that like goes out from the person who cast the magic in the first place, who was that bespectacled inquisitor that was there the first day. But when they pull on it, they can feel whether or not it pulls back. And so if he tries to pull the string that's supposed to be attached to Alfons and finds out it's not even there anymore, then he'll notice, but he hasn't noticed yet. But again, your characters don't know how that works, so I just letting you know that
Also,
I know how it works.
So then if he tries to pull on the other ones, he will notice that mine doesn't work. And that could go
Yeah, but
bad.
he'd have to pull it. He'd have to say, you're dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, if he pulls it on Alphonse and he's like, it doesn't work, he can test it on all of us, and it won't work on me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
we're
thing.
on
So that's the thing. He says, any objection to me killing Alphonse right now? And I think the bespectacled inquisitor who cast the spell in the first place, he walks in the room and he's like has his arms like folded in his robes like a monk or whatever, and he's just like nodding.
Wait, Jared, okay,
I
stop.
don't even know what to say because, like, we say, yeah, kill him, he's gonna figure it out, and I kind of don't want him to figure it out. But if we say no, or we say,
Wait,
Don't do it.
retroactive planning. Why didn't you come, Alphonse? Like, if we're still trying to play as being part of the church.
Oh, well, the thing is, I wasn't anymore, and I thought I was just going to go on my own and then try to save all of you and not get you involved. But then we met up again. But yeah, what I did was I burned all the bridges. I got tortured by the Pope and the two Inquisitors that were in charge of us. And I smuggled Achia and Min out of the building.
And so he just left because he didn't have the curse anymore, and so his plan was just to leave and not come back to the palace because he didn't want to, pretend like he was still there.
oh, okay, I know what to say.
So if I came back, I'd probably just be insta-killed.
Yeah, like someone would just stab him then. Like that was the problem.
Then how come everybody else came back too?
Well, because we didn't have all that problem like he did.
Again, the
We were
main
tortured.
thing that happened is, again, like you being tortured, Alphonse, wasn't a big deal. That does no bearing whatsoever on you leaving at all. No one cares about that. You would still be expected to be a Crow Inquisitor. The actual thing was with Alphonse is that he broke the curse, and so he's like, I don't have to stay here anymore. Ciao, peace. I don't want to be here anymore. So.
Well, yeah,
and the fact that I smuggled them in and Achia away.
And he had other things. Yeah, he had other things that he wanted to try to accomplish, such as getting the criminal organization on his side, and smuggling Min and Achia out, contacting the Order. None of which he could really do under none of which he wanted to do under the jurisdiction and observation of the Inquisitors. He wanted to do that secretly. So.
yes, but it's not.
Yeah, again, it's not necessarily the
So
best
it's
decision, but it's definitely the decision he
Either
made.
we all stay as and pretend, or like, I mean.
Well, that was the thing. Alphonse did not plan
I mean,
on contacting you guys again. Like, it was just happenstance that you guys both contacted the recruiter.
Okay, yeah, but I this would be something we would have planned out before coming
Okay.
to the meeting.
Sure.
As far as, like, either we all still pretend to still be under the
Right.
jurisdiction of the Inquisitors.
That's a good point. Yeah, like Sergio, is that maybe something that you wanted to bring up then? Because Alfons was just planning on leaving.
So,
Should probably say I died. Because then if they tried pulling on the thing, they wouldn't.
That's true. Yeah.
okay, and that might work. Yeah.
Do you want to just say that?
We don't really plan on them seeing you.
So is that what you say then? He asked, "Where is Alfons?" And
Yeah, because then he'd pull it to make sure, like, oh, he's dead.
And it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
right. So I mean, like, yeah. What's the explanation there? Who gives that explanation, and what is it?
Well, my falsehood's bad, so not me.
Probably me because I'm the leader now.
Okay, sure. What do you say?
Do you have a good falsehood though? Is the question.
I don't.
Wait. The church knows that we're trying to.
Sergio
infiltrate
has
the-
a falsehood. I think he might be the best at that.
Does anyone else have a higher falsehood?
I don't think anyone else has a falsehood except for
shoot.
Alphonse.
Alphonse does.
Oh, okay. Well,
Alphonse's voice comes from the beyond. As I die.
I just left you a script.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the script is so believable.
You just see a note land in your lap, and you look up, and then Tiddlywinks is in the rafters.
And I'm probably the only person. Me and Sergio are probably the only people who can read it. Actually have to read
And that's the thing. You guys can all help this role. Like, if Sergio wants to roll a falsehood to try to, lie about Alphonse being dead, everybody else can help with their respective skills.
You need to have a skill though, right? Like unless I can tell him that it's
It's in his best interest, his immortal soul.
it's in the interest of his soul to believe that Alphonse
Yeah.
is dead.
Which would be
You
a
don't have to
threat.
say like for sure he's 100% dead. We saw his body. You can just say, "Oh, we think he died trying to infiltrate the cult."
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. So Sergio, what's your lie here?
Yeah, either the cult or like if there was a riot or something recently, maybe.
Sure. Yeah, there
Yeah,
definitely was. Yep.
something
There was a riot recently. There's been riots breaking out.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe just like Alphonse went out on his own, tried to do it by himself, and then got killed.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a believable lie. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say ob 3. So you have a falsehood of 3. Theo, you can add your
Faith?
persuasion dice. You'd also do faith too. Yeah, if you wanted to. If you want to
do I
pray.
roll for persuasion then?
No, you don't have to roll for persuasion, but you do count a test for it. But you just give them a dice basically.
Okay. Where is it?
You can also roll faith though, if you want.
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Is that routine? Is that difficult? Wait.
What kind of faith roll do you want to make? To open end it or add a dice?
Wait, how much is that dice again?
Open ending is 1. Adding 1 dice is ob 2.
Is that still a routine though?
I believe so for you. Yeah.
Does it matter?
Do you not need any routines?
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah. What's your
It says
faith
I need
at?
4 routine.
Okay. Yeah. So you still need some more. So yeah, do you want to just try to add 1 dice to it?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
It's not gonna affect.
Ob 2. So you just kind of shoot up a quick prayer. So who do you pray to now? Now that Narani's not really your patron,
I can still pray to Narani.
you just
right?
still pray to Narani. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not.
You're not as
like, the
connected.
deal is
You're
off.
just told
Yeah.
to go down a hole, and
I didn't say that. I said the deal's off. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you made it really mad.
That's the thing. I thought you had said originally that you were like praying to all the gods now or something.
oh yeah. I
Okay.
guess.
So like as a pantheon.
Wait, it's basically for
Up to.
1. You said?
Up
oh,
to.
I'm doing that. My bad. Hold
That's
on.
right. You still succeeded, so you're good. All right. You also get another dice there, Sergio, with the blessings of the gods.
Yay. Okay.
You say I get a persuasion routine?
Wait, can I pray too? At least I can help with that.
Yeah, you can pray.
Can I
Cool.
make a meditation roll to?
Is it the problem though?
Give us a few minutes
Yeah,
while
that's
we-
the thing. Like, I guess.
We prepared for this beforehand.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, right. Sure.
We didn't know
Absolutely.
you were gonna try and kill Alphonse, though.
No, that's fine. Like Sergio was saying we should do this retroactively. That's totally fine. That we could have prepared for this. That's totally fine. So yeah, you guys prayed about it. And Sergio made a meditation roll. Yeah, that's fine.
What's the difficulty for adding dice again?
If you just want to add 1 dice, it's 2, up 2.
What if I want to add more than that?
If you want ob 3, and then anything over the obstacle gets 1 more dice.
Okay. Let's not give myself 3 modifiers like I always do. All right, there we go.
Wait, so how does that work then?
Oh, yes. I should have been like...
Nice. Okay, so you get 3 extra dice for faith, Sergio.
3 extra dice.
Yeah.
For faith. Nice.
And meditation, I'm just gonna say like I'll probably like well, let me look.
It works as like a helper roll, right?
Yeah, it's like a linked test. That's how meditation works.
Wait, do you get 1 dice per dice over, and then 1 dice for succeeding? Is that how that
1
works?
that's actually I think yeah, that's a good point.
Every day I worry all day.
Wow, that sucks.
In the bushes of love.
Thank you. I love that song.
I love that song. So good. They were just playing.
Yeah. Yeah. You give them 4 dice altogether
Thanks, son.
for faith. Meditation
I
to
used to
center.
ride on the desert, I used to glide on the speed around.
It's against like let's see, it's linked. Use meditation. A character may center before taking a test for another skill. This is a linked skill test. When centering for versus test or detailed conflict, make a versus test between the meditation skill and the opponent's skill. It's not a versus test, so let's just say ob 3.
Okay.
So if you succeed, you get 1 advantage dice. Oh wow, that was an epic failure. Sergio Sergio did not center himself.
I'm pretty sure he died somewhere.
Sergio just fails. Like he's just like not concentrating right.
He's like, I'm pretty sure he
Okay,
died
so
up on
to be honest, I think that perfectly makes sense because Sergio has so much on his mind right now.
Yeah.
Sergio's very troubled.
He should totally be like, yeah, Alfons died, and then Alfons like walks in the door. He's like, what's up? Like, just kidding. He wouldn't do that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make the roll now, Sergio. With
yeah.
5
Persuasion.
modifiers. And then you can add another one for your persuasion. Yep.
Yeah, probably just persuasion.
Yep. And the ob is
6 total.
The ob is 6.
6, really?
Yep. It's against his
I
will.
wouldn't even consider the fact that Alfons might have died on his dangerous mission
Nah.
into the murderous cult.
Nah.
Ob 5. That makes sense.
I'll be right back.
We should add a knob since Trevor's hungover.
Oh, that was your meditation roll. Thank goodness. Oh.
Yeah, it was.
What?
Oof,
Wow. How's that
man,
even possible?
that's tough, man. You did roll a 6 though, so you could open end it.
That's crazy.
Could. I don't know that 5 makes sense, but whatever.
Well, it's usually his will. With
That's the
his
thing.
will-
Yeah, his will is 6. That's the thing. He's
Yeah,
a very
that's
hard
less.
person to lie to.
Okay.
That's what I said that. I mean, it's less because it's a believable lie.
Gotcha.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
so he just doesn't believe you, right?
Wait,
Like,
okay, wait. Do I get any bonuses for reputation?
no, it's the only thing reputation and it does is it gives you bonuses to circles rolls.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I thought it gave you
No,
bonuses.
it doesn't.
Because I thought that was affiliations.
They're both like
They're
that.
both
You can
like
use one
that, yeah.
affiliation and one-
This roll,
You
all
could,
of
I mean,
points
we
back.
could say if everybody's okay with it, we could say that you could get a reputation or an advantage die for your just the situation of you being a trusted person, and I think that makes sense because this is the thing. Like if you're the one doing it, especially like he trusts you more than anyone else in this situation. Like you're a nice
Technically, he
person.
sets you up, so-
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm fine with you giving you 1 more dice for just advantage in this situation. Go ahead and roll 1d6,
Okay.
and then you can still spend a fate
Technically
if
you
you.
can't fork, but you totally can ask for an advantage die because of a relevant reputation.
Is that actually what it says?
Reading a forum. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
someone said there.
Yeah, I think that
And
makes sense.
also, of course, use circles as a linked test.
Yeah, I think getting an advantage does make sense. We can
Mhm.
do that.
So go ahead and roll
Okay.
1d6.
I'll roll that one first, and then we'll
See if you have to spend a fate. Yeah.
I looked through the whole sorcery chapter and I cannot figure out where it tells me how many spells I get.
I figured out how to do that. Is it just roll /1d6 or?
Slash roll space
Slash.
1d6.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. So spend a fate, and then you can get one more success if you. It's a 1 in 2 chance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my spells.
Here's my feet. Feet spent.
Everyone's going to die here if you fail, Trevor.
Blame the random number generator.
Yeah.
Ah!
Nice. Awesome.
Yay.
All right. So he believes you,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
and he
Nice.
says,
Fair.
"Good riddance then."
Is he gonna pull it just to make sure? Because
No, like that's the thing. This is retroactive. So as soon as he asked where Alfons was, Sergio just offered this explanation, and everybody believed, and he just believes it, and he's just like, "Good riddance then." And so he never said anything about pulling the strings or anything like that. So, so he just looked at the rest of you. He's like, "All right, what's the plan then?" He seems kind of irritated.
We're gonna like go do the cult and then
What did you say?
so we're gonna go join the cult and never talk to you again. Bye.
Cool.
Just kidding.
How goes the bringing down of these heretics?
Well, we've met with the cults and we've convinced them to allow us to infiltrate them, but they won't
Oh,
allow
yeah,
us to do that unless
you.
we. Yeah, basically, they're like, yeah, sure, you can infiltrate us. But under the
Join them.
or the requirement that we not have contact outside of the cult until they discern whether or not we're loyal to them, as it were. So it may be difficult to get reports out until we make our move on them.
All right. And he kind of like leans in close, and he's like, he looks at Theo because Theo's in charge officially, and he says,
Can I answer whatever question he says?
"Yeah," he says. "So Theo, you tell me what the plan is."
For the. Well, unfortunately, I've come across my cousin. What was he called again?
Iris.
No, not his name.
Oh, the Herald.
The Herald. Unfortunately, he knows who I am now, and he knows that I plan to stop him. So, the Inquisitors will infiltrate the rebellion as I slowly observe from a distance, as I get closer, investigating the rebellion and getting insight on my cousin. And at the right moment, we will strike from both sides.
It sounds
As
like
in like I'll attack from
Right,
one
yeah.
side. Not like directly, but
Yeah.
like metaphorically.
Mhm. He says that sounds like an agreeable plan.
One-dimensional thing.
He looks at Sergio and he says, "What about you? Where do you fit into this?"
I don't know. Where do I fit into this?
and I think, do you say that?
I don't know. Did we agree on something beforehand? I
No,
don't
you
know.
never. That's the thing. Sergio didn't speak, so I think like he if you don't say anything right away, he's just like, "My offer is still on the table." Are you infiltrating? Are you working from outside like Theo? Or are you going to help me with the politics?
Well, yeah, did we... what could he do? What am I good at?
Grad Kroby? I heard Grad Kroby.
Well, I thought it was... I guess, did I find anything when we went out with Theo that other day? Did anything special happen on my end? I guess I didn't really.
No, you were just pardoning people, remember?
Pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah, you were just doing pardoning work. That's what I think you were doing.
Because I guess I thought originally something Sergio could be to go out and gauge the reactions of the townsfolk as far as like.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, I mean they're out ready to burst, right? Like there's been riots in the streets still. You know they're starting that, or those are starting to happen, and it's getting a little crazy. There's sides starting to form between those people that are siding with the cult of dreamers and those who are siding with the church.
And like the three who sat with me, right? Yeah. No.
What'd you say?
I said like the 5 who side with me. Yeah.
Well, I suppose I can help wherever is needed. I'm not one for politics too much, but I might be able to drum up some support just by going out and talking to the townspeople. Probably a little bit too high profile to be directly infiltrating the cult.
Right.
But yeah, so
yeah, and I think he looks at you pointedly again and he says, "So, is the offer still on the table, or no?"
He sighs and says, "Yes, yes, it is."
Sergio, you do realize that I can't just be waiting for you to actually make up your mind on this. And I need to be putting pieces into place to make this work when it's time. I hate to keep pressuring you like this, but I might need an answer sooner than you're willing to give one. And if that's the case, I might have to move on to other candidates. Would you like that?
Can I be the Pope? Is that an offer?
Do you suggest that?
Oh.
I think he says it an offer like sarcastically.
Yeah, and he looks at you and he says, he looks you up and down like appraisingly, and he's like, "Do you have what it takes? Are you willing to do what Sergio won't?"
I think he gives him a look like, "Are you serious?" Like, I was kidding. He's like,
No, he seems to be thinking to himself, and he's like,
Does anybody here have oratory at all?
"No,
Kind of like political.
no."
No.
Vada might, but I don't think any of you guys do.
Okay, yeah, no. Sergio agrees. He says yes.
He interrupts him. He's like, "No, I'll do it." Like, "Oh, okay, good," because that was weird.
Wait, you say that you'll do it?
He'll do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
This is
Well, now Dellon looks even more
only to,
surprised.
Try and preserve what's left of the city.
yeah, and he says,
Going to be going down either way.
yeah. He nods. He's like, "You're a wise man. This is exactly what the city needs, and I promise you that we will make a grand new future together." And then he looks at the rest of you and he says, "Carry on," and he walks out. And you get a feeling that like the only reason he had this meeting happen was to talk to Sergio, and he didn't really care about the rest of you.
Good deal.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to take our second break. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and figure out what the second plan is. That was the first plan. All right, stick around. We got more burning wheel to come.